cartwheel?
Yeah, I just probably should. Ready?
Yep.
Brock Purdy played at Iowa State. Christian Bale played the villain Gore, the God Butcher, in Thor: Love and Thunder.
No idea.
Me neither. Baker Mayfield leads the NFL in postseason passing yardage so far. I don't think that will last.
No,
anymore.
not past this week. But, yeah.
Big and Rich
Oh, yeah.
had the 2004 head Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy, and Doug McDaniel, not McDonald, as I started to say, plays for the University of Michigan, right now only at home league.
Yes.
And the smallest ocean in the world is not the Atlantic, it's
It is
the Arctic. And the 2 Grand Slam brought to you each and every Tuesday by the great folks at Femininio Law. I ran into David at the game on Sunday. Who did it?
Yeah.
And we thank you for your support of the 2 Grand Slam Tuesday edition. Coming up next, it's Peter King, 97.1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket.
Watch parties aren't what they used to be.
Welcome to today's matinee.
Ever since we got Xfinity, my little sister and her friends can easily stream all their favorite stuff.
We'll start with 2 episodes of Top Chef, then Chopped.
When I was a kid, we'd worry about buffering. Now they just worry about what's on the charcuterie board.
Enjoy these fine meats and cheeses.
These are just cut up hot dogs and spray cheese.
Indeed.
What?
The best way to stream your favorites is on the Xfinity 10G network. Introducing the best value in live TV and streaming on the best network with Xfinity Internet and Now TV. Now through March 21st, get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, add Now TV with Peacock Premium. A $5.99 a month value included at no extra cost for just $20 a month. Switch
In
today.
slow motion.
Requires monthly and auto pays toward bank account. Restrictions apply. Now TV requires Xfinity Internet. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Stream Top Chef on Peacock.
I don't know.
I'm PJ Glasser with BetQL. The Ravens host the Chiefs on Sunday afternoon in Baltimore with the winner headed to Vegas for the big game. I know it's scary betting against Mahomes, especially getting the key number of 3, but I think this is the week to do it. The Ravens are the best team in the NFL and have proven that by winning 11 games this season. First teams with a winning record and winning 9 of those games by double digits. Give me Lamar and the Ravens -3. I'm PJ Glasser. Bet smart with BetQL and download the BetMGM app today.
You can live out your MasterChef dream when you find a professional on Angie to tackle your dream kitchen remodel. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
This moment is brought to you by Mega Millions. You're 6 numbers away from your moment. Tuesday's Mega Millions jackpot is $262 million.
Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees, and wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
Ashley Crane, IT Director for Belmont Beverage and Chalet Party Shops, has multiple products and services from Applied Innovation, including Applied Innovation's customer-friendly Managed Print Services program.
So the benefit for us is they're a partnership, they're a relationship, they're more than just managed print services, but they also offer other things like technical support.
Applied Innovation's IT professionals support your 34 stores.
They're just a really great company that has a lot to offer to a small IT team like ourselves. I have the peace of mind knowing that I have support that's reliable and knowledgeable to help me when I have issues outside of my expertise.
Summarize your Applied Innovation partnership.
My experience with Applied Innovation is absolutely wonderful. They're a great team of people to work with. They are responsive, they're helpful, they're just affordable, they're reliable, they're just, all in all, they're a great company.
Applied Innovation, experienced backup IT support and reliable managed network services.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website for a technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Pepera of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
It's Championship Week on 97.1 The Ticket.
Dan Campbell will join us at 8:02. Right now on the line is NFL insider Peter King. Insider calls are brought to you by Old Spice. Men have skin too. Good morning, Peter. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing well. Can I give you a little scene into my life this morning?
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So here it is. It's Tuesday morning, 5 days before the FC Championship game, which I'll be attending. And I'm sitting here. I just finished my bowl of oatmeal that I have every morning. I had a huge steaming cup of coffee. I'm flipping through the Wall Street Journal. We get it delivered. And I get to whatever, page 14. And there is a headline in the Wall Street Journal. Now, this is the Wall Street Journal. This is not the Detroit News. And it says, the Detroit Lions are a Super Bowl threat. And I thought to myself, A, what kind of alternate universe are we all living in right now?
Yeah.
And B, I'm going to be on the radio in Detroit, and I've got to tell them, hey,
And turn
people
blank around
are
with your ring.
noticing. They're really, really noticing, and I just think it's kind of cool.
This is going to be my first question because you travel around. We're getting the perception from people. They are, I saw the banner of the New York Post yesterday. They are America's team unless you have another dog in the fight. The United States of America is rooting behind Dan Campbell.
No question about it. I mean, look, I stood with him, whatever now, 9 days ago, 8 days ago after that game, and I reminded him of the bite the kneecap speech and gave him a chance to sort of laugh about it, chuckle about it, and he did, but he basically said I meant every word I said. This is Detroit. We have to fight harder than other people do. We just do. And I think I think what he has done there, in basically infusing a team and a franchise and a city with confidence is just a tremendous achievement. I think the one other thing, and look, I know you guys are on this 24/7, and I'm sure that it has been emphasized, but this job that Brad Holmes has done is unbelievably good. Look at this roster and look at the draft choices. Look at the guys who are making plays every single. This is not just an Aiden Hutchinson. Hey, man, it's a good thing the Jaguars passed on Aiden Hutchinson. Well, of course it is, but I mean, it's all throughout the roster. And so I look at it and, from his first grand slam when he picked Amon-Ra St. Brown as the 17th wide receiver in the draft, I mean, to me, there's Dan Campbell absolutely unequivocally deserves a huge pat on the back, but Brad Holmes, what a job he has done.
Yeah, as an offensive lineman, I'd probably even go earlier than that and say Penei Sewell in regards to his draft and the way that he has played. I mean, he was dominant in this past game against Tampa. But you mentioned the alternate universe that we all feel like we're living in. And for Lions fans that are struggling to grasp with what reality is, what type of substance can you provide them to say that this is real, that this is actually happening, that there is a chance that they could beat the 49ers and go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, absolutely there is a chance, especially, look, again, nobody roots for an injury, but I certainly never do. I don't know if anybody else does, but to have Deebo Samuel not be 100% in this game on Sunday is an absolutely gigantic factor in this game. And I think that regardless of who is on the other side, right now at this moment, if the Lions play well, they can beat anybody right now. I mean, anybody. They can beat Mahomes, they can beat the Ravens, they can beat the 49ers. And I think part of what I'm seeing right now is exactly what Dan Campbell said this, 2-3 weeks ago. Hey, these people who are going to say, hey, we're building, and maybe we're not there yet, but we're building, and we're going to be good for a long time, and next year and the year after we'll be at our peak or whatever. That's all nonsense when people talk about that in the NFL. Because you never know. Dan Marino, everybody in year 2, I remember I was at that Super Bowl, and everybody after that game, Palo Alto, California, after Montana beat Marino in Marino's second year, oh, you'll be back 5 times. Dan Marino never got back. So the Lions right now are on the doorstep. And I'm not saying that the year is a failure if they lose to the Niners, but what I am saying is take advantage of your opportunity and play the best game you can, because there is no guarantee, none whatsoever, that you'll be back again next year.
I know you were in Baltimore. Everybody kind of, hoping Lamar Jackson has some playoff success. He certainly did in the second half. They seem to be on paper the best team in football. Will they beat Mahomes at home on Sunday?
Well, as I think about this game, I think it's absolutely a coin flip. There's a couple of factors. Number one, home field means nothing to Patrick Mahomes. Nothing. Zero. And I know that everybody in Baltimore, this is the first time the city of Baltimore has hosted the AFC Championship game since the first AFC Championship game. When the NFL and AFL merged in 1970, that season, John Madden brought his Raiders to Memorial Stadium in Baltimore, and the Baltimore Colts knocked them off. They have not hosted a championship game since then. So obviously, there's a lot of pent-up excitement in that city. But I can just say that there are not many places that are harder to play than Buffalo. I mean, I talked to Andy Reid after the game, and he just could not stop talking about what an incredible atmosphere it was and how loud and how great it was for the NFL to have an environment like that. It's like it's not maybe quite as intense as in Detroit because that is just a totally different experience. But I do think that, first of all, home field doesn't mean a lot. Secondly, though, and this is significant, this will be the best defense that Mahomes is going to have to beat on his way to the Super Bowl. And that counts for something at this time of year. The Ravens are relatively healthy. They have the guy who Kevin Stefanski earlier in the year told me was the NFL's Victor Wembanyama, and Kyle Hamilton, the safety, who, when he's out there, sometimes looks like he's all arms and legs and makes plays everywhere. I kind of like Kansas City just because it's like in Mahomes we trust. But I think right now Baltimore is really playing, the second half of that game, they're playing at a height that they haven't been to in a long, long time. So I think this is going to be a great football game. I'll take Kansas City, but not very confidently.
Insider calls are brought to you by Old Spice Gentleman's Blend Body Wash, providing exfoliation plus 24/7 moisturization because men have skin too. You were in Buffalo, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How come you didn't take your shirt? We didn't see you taking your shirt off looking for Taylor Swift like Jason Kelsey did. That was unbelievable.
That was an amazing thing. After the game, sometimes doing things in very, very crowded locker rooms is kind of tough. And Travis Kelsey was not going to talk to the press, not because he's mad at the press, but because his family was at the game. Taylor Swift was at the game, his brother. Everybody is at the game. And he wanted to spend 10 minutes with him before he had to get on the bus to go to the airport. So he was hurrying, packing his stuff. And look, I know Travis Kelsey, so I just stood there, and he wasn't going to talk to the press. And I stood there, sort of off to the side, not having my notebook out, just like I was going to converse with him, and he was okay with that. So I said to him, do you have any idea what your brother did at this game? He said, yeah, somebody just told me. One of the reporters just told me. And I said, I'm just telling you, you know what that is? That is the Great Lakes in us. We are not like other people in terms of celebrating, partying, everything like that. The cold doesn't bother us. And he just sort of went on this sort of long and funny riff. And I just said, well, wait until you see some of these shots, some of this video. So, but I think what is so interesting about this postseason is that these two games on Sunday, first of all, it's almost like Ford Field is the 12th, 13th, and 14th man on the field for the Lions. It's such a factor in the game. And Buffalo, if I could just give you one other window into my life the other day, when you're in Buffalo and you have to leave the press box to get to the locker room, you have to walk through the fans to get there. It's a rare thing. In most days, you get on an elevator, you take the stairs, and you just go down to the locker rooms. But here, you have to walk outside, and then you have to go back in this tunnel where the locker rooms are in Buffalo. And I have not heard an angrier, more pissed off crowd after a game than I heard on Sunday night. That was a seething mass of angry people, angry at everything. And one guy screamed, it's like this every year. And you heard a bunch of things like that. And so it is such, football has a hold on our society. It really does. You see the TV ratings, it's absolutely crazy. But those two environments on Sunday in Detroit and then in Buffalo. You just can't get more intense and more passionate people at the games, I think, than you had at those two venues.
Those were Great Lakes people.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got about 60 seconds. What are you hearing in regards to Jim Harbaugh and the prospects of him leaving Michigan and landing a gig in the NFL?
I don't have anything inside except for one thing, okay? So I got a phone call on Sunday before I rode, and it's from somebody who knows Arthur Blank well, and he just wanted to sort of put me on notice. And he told me basically in so many words, look, Bill Belichick does not have this job. Not saying he's not getting this job, but we're bringing Harbaugh in for a second visit, and we like some other coaches too. And I got the telepathy in that phone call that Bill Belichick's not getting a job. Now, who knows? Maybe he will. I don't know. But I think right now that you've talked to Belichick twice, and yet you still want to bring Jim Harbaugh back and talk to him about your job. In the first place, look, I think he's getting a starter job. I just do. Until proven otherwise, he's the leader in the clubhouse there. But the Falcons absolutely have interest in Jim Harbaugh.
Peter, thanks a lot as always. We will talk to you next week. Enjoy San Francisco.
Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it.
All right, that's Peter King, our Odyssey NFL Insider. Insider calls are brought to you by Old Spice. Men at Skin 2. Dan Campbell will join us at 8:02.
Hey, your New Year's resolution is to lose weight, and now you can get there faster than you think with Ideal U. Go to idealu.us now, and you can lose 20 pounds in just 30 days. Whether your resolution is to lose 10 pounds or 100 pounds, Ideal U works, and it works fast. I lost 10 pounds in the first 10 days, and I lost 60 pounds overall, and I got to eat real food. That's how I've been able to keep it off. I'm 2 years in, a little more than 2 years in now, and I've been able to keep it all off. No shakes or bars, no tricks, no potions. Plus, you're going to get a weight loss coach that works with you every step of the way. Your coach is going to help you lose weight. They're going to help you keep it off. Go to idealu.us right now and sign up for a free body composition analysis. That's a $150 value, absolutely free. And here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a stat sheet. It's going to tell you what your visceral fat percentage is, your water weight, your muscle mass, bone mass, all of that. You're going to get that stat sheet, and they're going to coach you up to teach you what to do with it and what it means. Best of all, you're going to find out how easy it is to lose weight. Picture yourself 20 or 30 pounds lighter in just 30 days. Now's the time to make it happen. Go to idealu.us. That's idealu.us.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ 24-hour traffic center, a rough start to the morning. Northbound I-275 after Will Carlton. You're going to find the left lane blocked by the crash there. Eastbound M59 at Crooks. Center, right lane, and shoulder are all blocked in this area. Southbound 275 at Michigan Avenue. Left shoulder is blocked. Face of a jam cam is able to see eastbound 94 just before 75 exit. Huge pothole, taking out at least 6 cars off to that right shoulder. Thank you, Dan and Dwayne, for calling that in. And Val Berry with traffic.
The National Football League. One more reason when you think of sports, you think of Detroit's #1